Welcome to Growth Rocks Podcast, the podcast powered by Gen AI. I'm Mike, and today we are diving deep into a concept that is absolutely essential for scaling growth teams, the Mixboard. It's all about bringing structure to chaos. I'm thrilled to unpack this framework with our resident optimization expert, Sarah.
Thanks, Mike. I love it. The Mixboard isn't just a fancy dashboard, it's the operational heart of a high-performing growth team. It's the centralized system that answers the critical question, what are we testing right now, and why?
Exactly, and building on that, why is this centralized system so crucial? Because historically, growth teams suffer from idea overload and misalignment, right? People are testing things in silos.
Absolutely, that's the thing. Without a Mixboard, you end up with the shiny object syndrome. Ideas are scattered across Slack, Trello, and random spreadsheets. The Mixboard forces alignment by creating a single source of truth for ideation, prioritization, and execution. That structure is huge.
That's brilliant. So let's unpack the philosophy behind it, which is heavily influenced by our own growth master, Theo. What does Theo emphasize as the number one requirement for making a Mixboard function effectively?
Theo's philosophy is clear: ownership and accountability. The Mixboard isn't just a place to dump ideas. It's a living document where every experiment has a clear owner, a defined hypothesis, and mandatory results tracking. It turns vague ideas into measurable projects. No doubt about it, that rigor is key.
I totally agree. So, if the Mixboard is the system, what are the core stages that every idea must pass through? We're talking about moving from a chaotic list to a prioritized queue.
Great question. It typically follows 4 core phases. First, you have ideation, where everyone contributes. Second, and most critical, is prioritization. You can't test everything, so you use frameworks like ICE, impact, confidence, ease, to score and rank ideas objectively.
The ICE framework is foundational, for sure. It stops subjective arguments in their tracks. But prioritization is useless if you don't follow through. What about the third phase? Execution. And the fourth? Analysis?
Execution needs defined timelines and clear metrics. The Mixboard ensures the experiment isn't just launched and forgotten. Then comes analysis, the learning phase. You must document the results, whether the experiment succeeded or failed, so the entire team benefits from the insight.
That's the true value proposition, the institutional memory. The Mixboard acts as a repository of knowledge, preventing teams from repeating failed tests 6 months later. It ensures continuous learning, which is exactly what growth is all about.
Exactly. And this centralized logging is where the tool truly shines. It allows for quick retrospective analysis. If a new team member joins, they don't have to hunt down old reports. They just check the Mixboard to see what worked and what didn't in the past quarter.
Let's bring it down to an actionable takeaway for our listeners who might be using basic spreadsheets right now. What's the first step they should take to transition to a Mixboard mindset?
The immediate step is defining your prioritization criteria. Stop listing ideas based on gut feeling. Start scoring them using ICE or PIE immediately. This forces discipline and provides immediate clarity on which 20% of ideas will deliver 80% of the results.
Love it. Focus on the scoring, then enforce the documentation. The Mixboard isn't just a list, it's a culture shift towards structured experimentation and radical transparency. It minimizes wasted effort and maximizes learning velocity.
Absolutely. It moves growth from being reactive to proactive. If you want to scale effectively, you need a system that handles hundreds of ideas, selects the best few, and ensures the entire team is rowing in the same direction. The Mixboard is that system.
That's a wrap for today's episode. Until next time, keep experimenting, keep optimizing, and keep growing.